It's the third movie in the official James Bond movie series, and one of my favorite James Bond movies. It is also based on one of Ian Fleming's Bond novels. I've not read any of his James Bond novels. I probably need to read one of them one day. Um, but I like the story. It's pretty good. The story is where, like, the simple story where James Bond has to stop this criminal mastermind from robbing all the gold in Fort Knox, and the criminal mastermind is Goldfinger, the title character. I like the I like the Goldfinger villain. He's a pretty good villain, and the action scenes in this movie are pretty well. I like the opening car chase, and then that goes into like the fist fight in the apartment bathroom. That's pretty top notch. And then it's followed by this cool title theme with all these like gold plated silhouette people with the song by Shirley Bassey, Goldfinger. Yeah, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs in the James Bond franchise. And I love the theme music. It's the music score by this is pretty good. The It's not just the James Bond theme, but the Goldfinger movie theme music score. That's done pretty well too. And it's everything you want in a James Bond movie: action, shootouts, fist fights, martial arts, beautiful women, cool gadgets, and a tough henchman that working for the bad guy that Bond has to take down. This time it's this big Asian dude with a hat, razor sharp hat that he throws at people and Bond to cut their heads off. Although he doesn't cut people's heads off, he just throw it at a statue and decapitate it in one scene. But yeah, he like when he throws at this lady in one scene, it hits her and he kills her. So I guess it slits her throat. But he's a pretty tough villain, tough henchman, and I like the showdown between him and Bond and the at Fort Knox at the end. I like how Bond beats like tricks him into doing something that lets Bond kill him. I'm not gonna spoil that. You gotta wait and see. And the shootout between the military and Goldfinger's henchmen during the Fort Knox robbery is pretty good. And I like Bond's love interest, Pussy Galore. She makes a pretty good love interest. Honor Blackman does a wonderful job playing her. She's pretty good with judo, and she's very flirtatious with Bond. At first, she's working for the bad guys, but then Bond romances her and gets her to be on his side. And I like the scene in the stables where they're doing judo throws on each other, and Bond uses that to win her over. It's a very funny scene. And the final after they stop the robbery at the end, spoilers, they get on him, Ron and Pussy get on the plane to fly to Washington to meet the president to thank him for stopping the robbery. And Goldfinger comes up and he's got this golden revolver and runs into the man with the golden gun. And and then he tries to fight Bond, but then when he points the other direction with the gun in his hand, Bond just like gets sees the advantage and gets up and attacks him, and there's this fist fight, and Goldfinger blows a hole in the airplane window, and accidentally in it in the powerful because because the sky is just a big vacuum with a airplane window broken, it sucks Goldfinger's fat butt out of there. And it's kind of and he does get stuck in the window for a few seconds that it's finally pulled out of there. I wonder if somebody in that big fat person would be if that giant sky vacuum it would be powerful enough to suck someone out of an airplane. Somewhat in real life, but and then the plane crashes, but Bond and Pussy escape with a parachute, and they make love when the place they safely land, and then they all live happily ever after. And then the theme song plays again during the credits. Yep. I really like this James Bond movie. It's a classic. I also like the other Bond girls, the woman at the beginning in the bikini who Bond charms in a hotel she was Goldfinger's girlfriend and then she is murdered by Goldfinger by being covered in paint and Bond said she died of some skin infection or something. I think it's fictional, made up for the story. And then he teams up with the girl's sister who wants revenge on Goldfinger, and that's the woman who gets killed with the razor sharp bowler hat later. Oh no, this is a great James Bond movie. I give it two thumbs up. All right, that's my review. If you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more. Thank you and God bless. Bye.